Alright, so let's talk about this EZ2ON Private Server real quick. So first things first, right now the 5-key server is messed up. I don't really know what the deal is. It kind of just disconnected everybody, and now it's making everyone's account getting stuck when they try to connect to it. It's really strange, but anyway. So as you can see, this is the first reboot version. So it's the older client, which is the same EZ2OFF that's been going around the internet for a couple of years now. This is the exact same client, and this is basically a group of people were able to get a actual private server working for it. This is what we have now, and it already has taken off hugely. There's more players in this server than I've ever seen in a long-ass time on a game like this. DJ Max Online, the original private server, had a lot of players. The new one doesn't really have that much anymore at all. And this one just took off like wildfire. Like, there's a lot of people on this, which is amazing, and I love it. So let's start off by what this private server actually does. So first thing is it makes everybody level 99. You start with 999,999 coins and 999,999 premium currency, which is never used. So there's a plus side and a downside to this, which I'll go over when we get to the inventory and everything like that, and the shop and whatnot. Oh, excuse me 1 second. I need to. There we go. So the first thing is this old client only runs at 800 by 600. There's no way to change that resolution. So it's very similar to the original DJ Max Online in that respect. So it's a fairly old client. I don't remember when this version came out, but it has the same exact problem. Reboot, the second reboot client, the later one, I think actually let you change the resolution and also looked, a lot sleeker. And you could tell this was not a very well put together game. It's very, 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 very low quality and just feel. But it is an older client, so it is pretty old. But even when it came out, it was just kind of whatever. Alright, so real quick, so this is kind of the lobby room. You can see the player list over here. You can see the people playing. So these people are both playing single mode. You can make a room here as well. I don't entirely know what all these settings are yet. I don't know what this one is. It's the main one. I don't know what it is. This is the room title, the password. This is single player team battle. I don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. And this is how many players are allowed in the room, which is it's up to 8 players in EZ2ON, which is awesome. So if we actually make a room real quick, I'll set a random password on it, and we'll just do that. And so here's what the menu looks like, and you have this menu just like in DJ Max Online, where you can go and find your songs, which is awesome. I don't entirely know what these settings do yet. This is random, which is fun. So you can do random for difficulties, which is cool. You can sort by difficulties. I don't know what this setting does. Yeah, I have actually no idea what that does. And this one is the... Oh, so this is the invite. This is that... Yeah, okay, I got you. Alright, now I know what it does. But anyway. So back to the menus here for a second. We have keyboard, so key bindings. I'll talk about on and AC type in a little bit. It kind of just shows, it's the difference in like how the gear is displayed, the notes are displayed. Sound settings, I have no idea what these translate to, so I don't know what those do yet. This is just BGA settings and note skin settings. Now this is something cool. So you can do left, center, or right. And then you have new type and classic type for the timing. I don't really know what this is, if this changes anything. And then here you can actually adjust the offset values. And it goes up by 4 pixels every single time, so... Or minus 4 pixels, so that's pretty cool. And it's just the help menu, pretty self-explanatory. messenger. I haven't really played with this a lot yet. Yeah, like I don't know what these do yet. We got inventory, so pretty much the exact same as you might have expected. So you got avatar, gear, and note skins, and you got your stats on this side over here. So we have EXP, HP, coin. This is resilience, which is HP recovery, and this is armor, which is defense basically, and then guard is anti-break. But I've never seen any items in the game that's ever done that. So even in the later versions. You can see all the stats on the items and stuff like that, too. Now, there's one thing in EZ2ON that really fucking makes me scratch my head in confusion, and that's this. You have to buy effectors in this game. Which is really, really, really strange. And if we go to the shop here, you can see that you have to actually buy them. It's really, really strange. And if we go to single play here, you can see now that I have them equipped, I can't use them. It makes no sense. But, you know, thankfully you have money in this game, but that's really fucking dumb. I don't know why that's a thing in this game, but whatever. Anyway, so the shop is another thing that is kind of strange in this game. So, first things first, you don't get any experience or coin for playing songs at all. So all the coins you spend are non-refundable, which is interesting. So, you can see all the prices for items here, right? Like, alright, they're not all that expensive, right? But this is for 1 day. Then you have 5 days, 10 days, 30 days, and permanent. But as you can see, the prices for the permanent ones, 360k, 155k, 365k, 61,000, 199,000. These are the only ones you can buy permanent as well. Now, thankfully, you know, because the stats don't really do a whole lot besides like HP, defense, and stuff like that, it's not that big of a deal. But that's a ridiculous amount of money. So, ideally, you want to try to buy like cheaper ones. Like I bought this one's only 50, you know, however expensive that is for 10 days, like 14k, like that's nothing. So that's fine. But yeah, buying the permanent ones is pretty much not. And it's the same for the gear skins and the note skins and the effectors as well. So if you want to buy all the permanent effectors, if I add them all to my cart here, it's 540k. And that's just crazy. But yeah, so don't do that. It's kind of really silly, but anyway. And also, the ones that you can actually buy also are different depending on how long you want to buy them for. It's really strange. Anyway, so yeah, here's all the avatars. You can see what they all look like. They're all just kind of cosmetic here, but there's some that are really good. Like this one is pretty good. The one that I have is also pretty good. See the stats on these. Yeah. But you don't get experience or coin from matches anyway, so they're kind of pointless. So here's all the note skins. So there's two types of styles here. There's on type and AC type. On type stands for online type. AC type stands for arcade type, and you can already kind of tell what the difference is between them. And you have all the different styles here. So I don't know what this one is. This is 7th tracks. This is 6th, I think, or this is 6th. This is 5th. This is 3rd. This is 1st. This is space mix. Yeah, so you get the point. Now, one of the weird things I don't like about some of these is some of the on types. As you can see, they actually like split the gear in half with like a visible line, which is kind of strange to me. I don't really know why they do that, but whatever. And you can also see if you look at arcade type, notice how the leftmost lane is colored green. That will make more sense. I'll explain that later, but it's also kind of strange. And it kind of goes into how this game's patterns are designed, which 6 key is 5 plus 1, 4 key is 3 plus 1, 5 key is just 5 key, and 8 key is 6 plus 2. It's bizarre, but anyway. You got all the note skins here. A lot of these look very, very similar to the DJ Max ones, or at least the flat ones. Ideally, everybody uses the circle ones because they're the largest. Even these fatter line ones are still really, really small and really hard to see. Anything that's not 4 key, which is kind of annoying. So I pretty much stick with the circles, and everybody sticks with the circles. So, and then, you know, effectors, you can buy the effectors, and then I have no idea what this is. I'm not gonna waste money on it. Alright, so this is where you actually buy and download songs from, but all the songs are unlocked and available to play. However, you might notice here in the center, you have these. Now, this is how many times you can actually play a song. So every song has 99 times you can play them. Now, I don't know if this value resets or not. Apparently it does. Okay, so forget I said anything. So you can play songs 99 times a day. So they're basically permanent. That's nice. The ones that are colored in blue, these are the ones I think that are free, quote unquote. But, you know, this game, everything's for free, so you're good. So you don't have to worry about monetization or anything like that, like you have to do in the new server. Which is nice. This is the player ranking stage. This is not working at all right now. You can see the win-loss ratios don't work. I don't know if they're trying to get those to work or not yet. But, yeah, there's just test accounts, so who knows. And the menu here, we got, this is server change, channel change, which there's only one channel right now, even though it shows this. There's only one channel. If you're curious to see what the channels are, this is below level 5, EXR 6 and 100 wins, EXR 13 and 300 wins, and these are just, you know, no restrictions. But there's only one channel anyway, so no matter what channel you pick, it always connects you to one channel. That's all the different menus and stuff like that. So if we go back, here's your profile, so you can see your stats here, your EXR rank. So this is your expertise rank. This is the highest difficulty level that you've all comboed. So for mine, it's 17. The highest level, I think, on 4 key is technically 20. The highest level in the game is 20. But there isn't any. There's only one level 20 4 key, and that's sudden death. And there's a couple 17s. Legend of Moonlight 17 is the easiest one. That's the one that I did. But we'll go through the song selection in a second. So your records, your win-loss ratios, these don't work. Your expertise ranking, so I'm 16 in Street Mix, 17 in Ruby Mix, and I haven't really played Club Mix that much yet. And then there's this mission thing, but this doesn't work right. This doesn't work. There's no point in this. And then if we go to single play, so we can finally look at the song list. So this game has a good song list. So pretty much everything is here that you've wanted. And it goes up to Legend of Moonlight. So anything that came after this song is not in here. So Lucid's not in the game. Nihilism's not in the game. Ashtray's not in the game. Aura's not in the game. Infinity's not in the game. And all the radio mixes and stuff are not here. So that's a huge disappointment because those are all big hitter songs. But you still have a lot of big ones too, like Legend of Moonlight, Sudden Death, Revelation, Soul Destructor, Firestorm, Panic Strike, Legacy of Hatred, Space Destiny. A lot of the hard ones are at the end. Zero Eyes, Mad Robot, Red, Holic, Blackbird, Climax, Weird Wave, Q Factor, Hyper Magic, Shot Time, Future, all the non-stop remixes, Prince of Darkness, White Rose, Y-Gate, Dioxin. Yeah, they're pretty much all here. Smash Substance, Frantic, Mage Girl Story, Sandstorm, RFC, Envy Mask. Yeah, so all like there's a lot of big names here but there's still a lot of other big names that are also missing. So for those who are curious, this is actually 7th tracks, a lot of these songs, or this game has up to 7th tracks, but there's still a lot of stuff that's missing. Oh, Camo is also not in the game as well. It's another big hitter song that's not in here. But the song list is still good. So 205 songs, which is really, really nice. And there's, as you can see in the super hard, there's still a lot of them that have super hard difficulty, which is awesome. 19 pages, or 18 pages plus 1. And every single song has an easy, normal, and hard on all three difficult key modes, which is amazing. So that's a lot of patterns in this game. Now a lot of them are copy paste, but yeah, it's really, really awesome. So I can really quick show you what AC type looks like, and it'll start to make sense as to like kind of what these. So this is 4-key AC type. The leftmost lane is colored green, and there's a reason for this. Because like I said, the way that 4-key is designed in this game, a lot of the patterns are designed to be 3+1, and you'll see how kind of strange that is. It's really, really weird. For example, we just take, like, I don't know, let's do, like, Space Destiny Hard, for example. It's 170, so we'll do 2.75. Now, the speed in this game is a little different than you might have expected from DJ Max or other games. You can increment the speed by 0.25, which is awesome, but you'll notice the BPMs for some songs don't really match up that well. I know Space Destiny is a 170, but even then, like 2.75 seems to be pretty good. Alright, but you'll see what I mean in a second. Notice how the green lane is just being used for these pedal notes. I'm not really trying, I'm just trying to prove a point here. Anyways, yeah, so that's kind of how it looks. And if we go, I can't show 5-key, but if we go to 6-key, you'll see it's a similar type of thing. So if we go to 6-key mode here, there's actually a decent amount of people in here. People doing random hard, it looks like. That's fun. Anyway, so if we go into here and we go to, I'll do some normal song, I don't know. I'll do a chorus, why not? I don't know why that's a 15 at normal, but whatever. So if we do that, you can see that it does the same type of thing. But yeah, you get the point. So one thing about 6-key in this game is because of that design, the 6-key patterns in this game are okay. From my experience, you know, a lot of them are really hit and miss. I haven't really gotten to a lot of the higher level ones yet, but the ones that I have played have been kind of I guess mostly just because of how they're designed, but... Now, the one weird thing about EZ2ON, and I don't really understand why the game does this, is there's no super hard for 6-key. Instead, it's just 8-key. The problem with this is that they're all really hard. if you go through the difficulties, you can see there's like a couple 5s, 6s, 7s, and 8s, but then the majority of them are level 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and higher. So there's not really a lot of practice for 8 key in this game. It's pretty much just like they assume that you know how to play 8 key at this point, and you're just kind of going it from there. And I can't play 8 keys, but I can try like a really low level thing. But 8 key mode in this game is basically 6 key plus 1 extras. In other words, it's 5 plus 2. So like we'll do like, I don't know. We're not doing that shit song. Let me do Catch the Flow, for example. Like just as an example, right?
Yeah. Smooth flow.
Actually, no, it's 7 plus 1. Interesting. So I lied. It's 7 plus 1. But anyway. And if we go to on type, maybe we can see the difference here. Yeah, so here's... Oh, so here's A key on type, right? But yeah, anyway. And you got random in this mode too, so you can do A key random, HD random, normal random, easy random. Fun stuff like that, and this allows you to see the music video. And that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say. In terms of like features and stuff like that, but there's one particular thing in this private server that's a big problem, and that's the frame drops. You might have seen a couple people talk about it before, and this is entirely true. This game suffers from a really, really bad frame drop problem. And the reason for that, I think, is mostly because of number one, it's an older client, and number two, it's a really hacked client as well. So you're going to run into a lot of frame drop problems. It's similar to if you try to play any DJ Max game on a PSP emulator. It's the exact same effect, and it's a really, really hugely annoying problem. But other than that, this private server is absolutely excellent. And let me tell you, while this is the older client and there's a lot of the janky patterns are in this game, there's still a lot of really good ones too. And the game just runs, like, other than that, like, everything just works well. It's all fluid. It's really fun. You just got the frame drop problems, which is the biggest issue, and also the fact that you're dealing with janky patterns. So, yeah, and also the issue with the shop that I mentioned before, but that's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, there you go. That's EZ2ON. It's very easy to set up. If you want, I can make a tutorial video to try to squash some bugs or tell you guys how to squash some bugs, but go on the website and you can pretty much figure out everything on how to do it. In the meantime, we can see if Street Mix is fixed yet, but I don't think it is. Nah, it's still broken. So you can see people are still trying to connect to it. That's why this keeps going up. But if you look at the channels, like, this is all the people that were just stuck in there. And every time somebody connects to it, this goes up. So, yeah, it's kind of broken right now. But yeah, so that's EZ2ON. It's very nice, besides, you know, the frame drop problems and some other stuff. I guess I'll do one quick song and then we'll call this video. So let's do one 6 key. Or we can try to join this lobby and see what they're doing. There's an EXR17 in here, so... Oh, they're doing that. I'm gonna do this instead. Because I'm gonna fail and be horrible. Now, that dude said hello to me, but... I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, let's do Y-Gate normal, and we'll call this video. Alright, so let's do this. Forget that. But you can see why I don't like 6-key in this game. Left hand, it's stuff everywhere, and it's not fun. But anyway, that's it for EZ2ON. Have fun.